Legionnaire Archery. I'm gonna go ahead and I have my bow here. I went ahead and I soaked it in water for about 20 hours, maybe a little bit more. But so I roughed out the stave as you saw it earlier. Here it is, and then I went ahead. I got a pipe. I put some water in it, inserted this bow in it, and now I'm gonna go ahead and steam it. I got some water steaming right now, so I'm gonna steam it probably for around 20 minutes. After I steam it, I have a form here that I cut out of 2x6, and so what I did is I traced this out with the bottom of a 5-gallon barrel, and then I cut it with a jigsaw. So that's gonna be my form. Then I made some cutouts here so I can clamp it down, and that's what I'm gonna use. So this has been soaking now for a while. The reason you wanna make sure you soak it that long is because in this particular case I'm using hickory. Hickory is not the best when it comes to bending, and so I wanna make sure that I can absolutely get as sharp as a bend as I can. It's gonna be a really sharp bend, and so when you're doing bends like that, it's gonna typically want to damage the bow. The bow's gonna want to break, or the belly of the bow is gonna want to break, or and so you don't want that to happen. Therefore, you need to soak it with enough time. I've soaked wood for up to 2 days, and then I just insert it in the steamer, steam it for 15-20 minutes, and that's pretty much it. That's the way I do it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this thing right now, and I'm just gonna leave it there for a while. You can see the pot here is just aluminum. I made some holes in it so that the steam comes out. That's the belly, that's the back. I'm gonna put it belly down. You gotta be careful because it gets really hot, so I did forget to mark the center of the bow. You want to mark the center because that's where you're gonna fold it from. So you got 48, so it's at 24 inches. There we go. So I marked that center there. I know where it's at now. Now I'm just gonna insert it. You gotta be careful, and that's pretty much. I'm gonna leave it there for about 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and move it to the form. When you move it to the form, it has to be done quickly because you don't want the wood to get cool down. So you want to move it quickly, and then just go ahead and put the clamps in there. That's why if you see my setup, I have my clamps. I got everything ready there, just to make sure that I'm not gonna waste time grabbing the clamps, or unnecessarily just waste time doing any of those things. So All right, I went ahead and I bent that as much as I could, and so it did develop some cracks. So that's why you want to leave it. You want to leave that section thicker. You want to leave that section thicker, and then you're gonna thin that out. Once it's thinned out, then it's not gonna be noticeable. But if I would have left it soaking, or if I would have been a little bit quicker than I was right here, I probably wouldn't have gotten that much cracking in there, or I wouldn't even gotten a splinter at all. The other thing that you can do is you can get something like this, put it over it, and that'll prevent any splinters from popping up. I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do it on the other side because I can't have any cracks whatsoever on the back of the bow. This is the belly, so because that section is really not gonna bend, it really doesn't matter too much. But the back of the bow, I cannot afford to have any splinters at all whatsoever. So that's what I'm gonna be doing when I bend this side. I'm gonna bend it slightly, and so it'll be a pretty much a gull wing shape. And so once I get that gull wing shape, hopefully it doesn't crack from the back. I might go ahead and thin out this a little bit more, just so I can get it to bend without running the danger of splintering the back. But that's pretty much what I'm doing.